Walk-ons always have been a part of college football. Some programs make a point of seeking out prospects who might not be talented enough to merit a scholarship but could help the team. In most instances, walk-ons have a lot of ambition and drive. If you're any good, then you will probably play on the scout team in practices, and from there it's up to you. While the 56 scholarship and JUCO transfers have taken the headlines of Colorado, Coach Deionsanders has also brought in an exciting and intriguing group of walk-on players. I recently compiled a group of the 2023 breakout stars. Now let's review the notable walk-on breakout candidates. First, we have running back Charlie Offerdahl. As we all know, he deserves to be on this list. The Littletown product became one of Coach Prime's favorite prodigies this spring with his physical style of running. However, he has a lot of competition ahead of him, such as Cavassier Smoke and Alton McCaskill IV and others. An exceptional high school football career didn't turn into a D1 scholarship for Charlie Offerdahl, but it did draw some attention from Colorado's coaches, who offered him a chance to walk on. After 2 seasons and a coaching change in Boulder, Offerdahl is still battling the odds and turning some heads. Now this is a player I haven't heard much about, wide receiver Caleb Mathis. Now if you didn't know, Mathis is the son of Colorado's cornerback, Coach Kevin Mathis. He's 5'9" and 160 pounds. He's from Arlington, Texas, and he attended Grace Prep High School. He impressed many of the coaches and staff this spring and was one of the few players to earn their uniform number. Wide receiver Shernet Estes. Estes is 6 foot tall and 190 pounds. He's from Austin, Texas, and he attended Lake Travis High School. With Travis Hunter locking down the other end of the field, second-team quarterback Ryan Staub was forced to lean on Estes and was fairly successful. Estes showed his versatile movement and skills and size and appeared to be another talented contributor to the Colorado Buffaloes pass-catching group. Now this next player was in my 2023 breakout star video, and he is tight end Elijah Yelverton. While analyzing Colorado's current group of tight ends, there's a strong possibility that Yelverton, an Iowa transfer who medically retired from college football for a brief period, could be an impact for the Buffaloes. Cornerback Israel Solomon. Now I'm really surprised he was a walk-on, but Solomon was a defensive captain last fall for prep football powerhouse IMG Academy. There he recorded 4 interceptions, 5 pass deflections, and 2.5 sacks, with 6 Player of the Week honors. Safety Ben Finiseth. Finiseth, who was named a captain of Colorado's game against Cal last fall, continued his upward trajectory this spring. And finally we have Jacob Polite. He's 6'1", 195-pound long snapper from Lubbock, Texas. Polite was Jackson State's primary long snapper last season and earned 4th team FCS Freshman All-American honors. Now in my next story, we're going to talk about our 5-star recruit Cormani McClain. Now I don't know if you know, but Cormani actually has a YouTube channel where he actually talks about his day-to-day activities in Colorado. You know, everybody was expecting him to do this big old coming out party or this big old presentation, and he didn't. He just wanted to be a regular player. It was reported by Fan Nation Brian Schabel that the 5-star recruit looked a bit rough at times, but this was just his first practice of conditioning at high altitude. McClain also left a hint that he'll take the number 1 for the Buffaloes next year. If so, the nation's top defender from the class of 2023 is the latest to be awarded a number. If you remember, 11 of McClain's teammates were previously given New Jersey numbers. McClain wore the number 7 while in high school at Lakeland, but is set to switch it up with Jackson State transfer safety Cameron Silman Craig, utilizing his former number. The loneliest number on the field was also made famous at Colorado by the Washington Commanders' new offensive coordinator, Eric Bieniemy, and Ben Kelly. Now, before we go, I just want to tell you guys about something that I came across. BuffWire reported that the former Colorado Buffaloes quarterback Drew Carter decided to pivot fully to basketball and signed at UC Davis. Carter joined the Buffaloes football program in spring of 2021. The quarterback appeared in 6 games that fall before walking on to the Colorado's men's basketball squad earlier in the 2021-2022 season, but he never played in any games. This was news to me because I never knew he played basketball and football. Carter was one of the top 2021 basketball recruits in the state of Oregon and was even a McDonald's All-American West Region nominee in 2021. The UC Davis Aggies finished 18-14 last season, but they were also 11-8 in the Big West under head coach Jim Les. Now, I'm going to tell you something about this story. This is a good example of life and how life takes you into different directions. Things didn't work out with him with football, so instead of just giving up and going and sitting on his parents' couch or just leaving school and not doing anything, he pivoted in a different direction. And that just tells you that he's a smart individual, because in life, if things don't work out, you just don't sit there and mope around. You try something different. I always tell people, when life gives you lemons, make apple juice. Just turn around and do something totally different. You never know if you can fly if you don't jump. So my hat goes off to Drew Carter, and I hope he sees my video. He earned major respect from me. Now, my thoughts on the walk-ons, I'm really proud of them. They're making a name for themselves. Even though they're not 4- and 5-star athletes, they're still going out there and doing their best. Now, I don't know if some of you know this, but Coach Deion Sanders is granted 85 scholarship players, but there's normally almost about 130 players actually out there practicing. So the footage from well-off media is just a glimpse of some of the players that are actually there. And as I told you before, I have no dog in this fight, and I would love to report on all the players if the information is actually out there. Now, my thoughts on Cormani McClain, this was his first practice, so of course he's going to be a little rough around the edges until he actually gets an understanding of the actual structure. Now, I was a little confused about his video because it looks like he has an apartment. Don't freshmen have to stay on campus the first year? Things have changed since I've been in school, but it looks like he has his own apartment. And also from the YouTube video that he put out, it looks like he also has a personal trainer that's actually helping him bulk up. So go ahead and follow him on his YouTube channel and his social media. Remember, guys, this will actually help his NIL value. Remember that NIL value is actually based upon how many supporters and subscribers that they have and how they interact with the public. If you guys remember, that was one thing that Travis Hunter did. He started a YouTube channel when they got to Colorado, and he just started building up his fan base, and his NIL value started to go up. It was high anyway, but it started to go up. He started getting more endorsements and more deals. I'm sure as time goes by, Coach Prime will actually give him more media training, so he'll be able to interact better with the public. But right now, he just seems a little shy to me. So tell me down below, what do you think about the walk-ons? We've never heard of some of these players. And also tell me, have you ever been a walk-on onto a sport? And how does it feel to be a walk-on? Tell me what you guys think about Cormani McClain's first practice and him wearing the number 1. I think he deserves it. I mean, look at his high school stats, and he's the only 5-star player from the class of 2023 that's actually going to be on the team. Now, I know Travis Hunter is there, but he has his number. And finally, tell me what you think about Drew Carter switching from football to basketball. Have you ever had any situations in life where you totally had to pivot in a whole different direction? And before we go, I want to send a shout out to Ms. Robinson, and also I want to send a shout out to Mr. Newsom. I really appreciate the advice, and I really appreciate the nice comments you gave me. You really never know what someone is going through on the other side of these little gadgets. And also, I want to thank all my subscribers. I appreciate all the support. And if you're not subscribed, go ahead and smash that subscribe button. And don't forget the like button too.